M1151 REV truck, complete restoration, engine out, gasket seals, frame, control arms replaced, everything gone through. $1,200 miles. Pretty much a new truck. Okay, so now it's a different light. It's in the morning. I'm gonna get underneath. And show you underneath. So everything's been redone. Control arms, chassis painted. Try to keep it all original, but keep it clean. Rotors are a little rusty from not being used very much. You can tell with low mileage vehicles, the catalytic converters have that brown, purpley kind of color. I went a little overboard with this one, with sound insulation and that kind of stuff. So I did the header wrap, control some of the heat, but also help with noise. And these REV trucks have a different transfer case. They are running ethanol glycol radiator water through them instead of the transmission. Everything's pretty clean. See if we could do this without the sun. It's all being separated and painted. Okay, let's get to the front. Gotta wiggle out of here. Take my Home Depot box with me. Okay, spider webs, it's part of the deal. So everything's cleaned, painted. Lighting isn't the greatest. And these newer style REV trucks have a larger, kind of hard to see, a larger, there we go, a larger steering box. It's called a shepherd box. And the steering's a little heavier duty than the standard. The bars, everything's bigger. You can see the idler and pitmans are quite a bit bigger than the standard Humvee. So the REV trucks have PTO transfer that's connected directly to the crank pulley, and they drive the fan. Get a little further away. Yeah, lighting is horrible. May have to redo it with the flashlight, with the light. Starter. So this truck has lots and lots of lizard skin. Tons and tons of it. Lots of lizard skin. Trying to help with the noise on both sides. And then painted green just so that it blends in. You can't really tell, but it helps with the noise. And then on the inside it has, I think 3/8 or a half, I forget, foam, closed cell foam. So you can see on here, it's pretty quiet. It's not going to be perfect, but it's a lot better than what they are originally. Portals rebuilt, new seals, new axles, and you can see the hood up there. I got insulation on the hood. So let's get to the engine. So all the doors have locks on them. I did kind of like the toolbox. They're a little sturdier. Both doors, all 4 doors. And also right there. So this thing is pretty secure. And you can see on the inside I've got the foam. It's painted green to kind of blend in. You can see it down here. So it's got lizard skin, then the foam. You can see it on here too. I guess it's about 3/8. It's 3/8 foam. It painted green just to kind of disguise it. Then the standard Humvee sound mat. Then I've got a 1/2 inch high density closed cell foam under here. The standard Humvee hood, and I bed lined it, just kind of smooth and diluted it with some thinner so it wouldn't be too textured. And then this is just a standard bed liner under here, and then a mat. The mat is just to help with the sound. Just rubber mats on the side, all for sound control. You can see it's bed lined underneath, and it's dyed already green, so when you buy it, it's already color matched. On the sides, I've got the foam, kind of blends in on both sides. You can see here. So if you're not an expert, you wouldn't probably notice it, but it's just all sound control. On the roof, I've got the standard plate, turret cover illumination kit. I just made it myself, and then added a 1/2 inch foam, because this is, a 1-inch foam. This is a 1-inch foam on the Humvee, and it has just a big hole here. So I made a second plate, a little bigger, and it has a 1-inch foam between the 2 plates. So it's all insulated. Silicone, so water doesn't get in. And these covers are for sensors for fire, and I'm gonna probably add a little light on a switch on both sides. But it's pretty clean. Doors. Try and do this to stay out of the sun. The doors have, I think it's a quarter foam. Just to help with the sound. So I replaced the light switch with the newer style. Later today I'm going to move this further up and then put an ignition switch here. So I'll have an ignition switch and this. And then paint it and blend it in. These extra rivets are just for extra shielding and extra sound insulation on the cover, just to tamper down the noise. $1,200 miles. So it's got extra foam. You can see here I added foam to the plate, armor plate, and it kind of blends in. And it's got the armor plate. Pretty clean. It's all redone. Okay, let's turn power on this thing. So I got a little switch. Power on. Let's see if it starts. 50 degrees. Okay, we don't need AC. We got my glow plug controller. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good oil pressure. Temperature's low. Generator will kick in a minute. There it goes. It's moving up. There we go. RPM nice and stable. Turn on the heat. Low. the shade, you can see the lighting a little better. So this one here, I'm going to do complete custom. Nothing original. And it's going to do the Duramax 3-liter smaller with on 40s. Don't want to do the full-size Duramax. Do something smaller and lighter. Gonna have to buy a Humvee for this one. And this REV truck, putting it back together little by little.